more specific to the topics in our subject syllabus.
It can be related to our everyday life experience.
It's easier to understand.
Students to think deeper and become more critical.
Okay, morning, thank you very much. So today we have something exciting. Whoa! Why do you think the ball went downwards? Gravity, yes? Okay. Can you throw me back the ball? Thank you. Now, could you change the shape of the ball? No, why not? So, if the air in the ball is compressed, there must be something else that's happening to the ball. Yeah? So, today, we're going to look at some interesting factors, which is in the topic of forces and angles. To start our lesson today, we have some exercise for you to do.
It has suggested hands-on experiments for students to try out.
Open-ended questions that make students think. Well, it is complete because it has detailed explanation on difficult concepts.
It's the Blossoms videos. Let's have a look. Hello, I'm Bahtiar, a physics teacher from Kuching North Science Secondary School in Malaysia. Through this video, we are going to study some concepts on forces and angles. Let us watch this scene. We're going to use the wooden blocks, the spring scale and the string to see how Ali or Adam was having or not having difficulties with the rubbish bag. To drag a wooden block at different angles with respect to the ground. What have you found out? So what have you found out? Farhana, yes?
I find it is much easier to pull the wooden block if the angle of inclination is small.
Thank you.
It is harder to drag the wooden block when the angle of inclination is bigger.
Thank you. Where you have to find out what happens to the block in an inclined position. Yeah? So we have the 3 questions to answer. Could you do the experiment now? Yes. Yeah, okay, great. Let's go.
The experiments are simple and can be done in a short span of time. Apparatus are easy to prepare.
Students are allowed to suggest alternative apparatus for experiments.
Now back to the questions earlier. Question 1. How can you make the wooden block accelerate at a greater rate down the slope? Question 1. Who would answer question 1? Yes, Shakina.
By increasing the angles of inclination.
All right, thank you. Please sit down. Any other answers? Okay, fair enough. Increasing the angle of inclination. This is the force. Okay, thank you, Shafinas. That's the force. Any other answers? Unbalanced forces. Thank you very much. Okay. An object placed on a tilted surface will often slide down the surface. A tilted surface is called an inclined plane. The rate at which the object accelerates down the surface is dependent upon how tilted the surface is. The greater the tilt of the surface, the greater the acceleration of the object down the slope. Objects tend to accelerate down inclined planes because of an unbalanced force.
The animation has helped me to understand certain concepts clearer.
Well, I enjoyed the animation that give detailed explanations.
Video use illustrated examples that are not shown in textbooks.
The normal force always acts in the upwards direction, opposite to the direction of the force of gravity. So we're going to do the next activity. All right, let's proceed. Now, have you found out whether it is easier to pull or to push a two-wheel traveling bike? Thank you very much. Any answers? What class, what do you think? Is it easier to push or to pull? Thank you. All right, let's see. Yes, it is easier to pull rather than to push a two-wheel traveling bike along an uneven surface. Okay, class, if we look at our success criteria today, we have gone through 3 areas. Number 1, is there any difference in forces acting at different angles on an object? Yes. Yeah. Number 2, to explain the forces that cause objects to move along inclined planes. And number 3, have we illustrated the difference in forces acting on bodies at different angles? So, thank you for your cooperation today. It was an exciting lesson. Well done. Okay.
The activities from the Blossoms video made me think deeper of the concept that was not really emphasized in the textbooks.
Blossom's lesson makes students relate classroom teaching to real-world happenings around us. I think you should make more videos on difficult topics.
Well, the role of the teacher can never be replaced. And Blossom's videos are enriching. It diversifies the lessons, it provides an alternative media for teachers to make lessons more appealing to pupils. It also brings the real world into the classroom. This topic is not emphasized in the textbook. Since it gives a detailed explanation of the concepts, pupils can easily digest it and hence they strengthen their foundation in physics. Not at all. It is not at all difficult to implement. The teacher's guide is very comprehensive and very helpful.